Arogya Adhyatma, the light of Samskara. Today we have Dr. M. Kishore. He is a professor, head of the Department of Psychiatry in JSS Medical College and Research Institute. And not only that, he has edited many books for the postgraduates as well as the doctors. And more than that, he is concerned about the public, and he has written many booklets to bring awareness among the public. And today, he is really worried and concerned about the mobile addiction. All these days, we used to have de-addiction camp for the drug addicts and the alcoholics and other things. But today, mobile has become universal. And welcome, Dr. Kishore.
Thank you, madam. It's a delight to be in this program.
Thank you so much, sir. Once I went to Vijayapur, a very famous person, what to say, like he was a freedom fighter, very respected man. And he said his great grandson is cut off from the whole family and he's not mixing with anyone. When I went there, like a madman, he was playing the video game and he's not aware of anything. He's not ready to come out. And another time, my own cousin, and she called up and she started crying, Akka, please help. My son, who got a merit seat in engineering, and now he spent the whole night looking at the mobile. And in the morning, he hardly goes to the colleges, and now he has started failing. And apart from that, what is more important is many IVF centers, people, they are telling that, 65% of the men are addicted to the mobile and they are not even mixing with the parent, I mean, their own wife or the children or the family or anybody. And that is the reason they are not even able to produce the children. So this is the tragedy. So what is the WHO says about this, sir? Please.
First is a very important topic, and World Health Organization is very much concerned about the kind of impact mobile phone is having on all age groups, which was wonderfully described by you, not only from children's but also to the adults, the kind of consequence it is having. So one of the great concerns of the World Health Organization is the kind of exposure we are having on these gadgets, the screen. It is trying to extinguish some of the best qualities of human life, and especially the way we think, the way we act, our physical and mental health. So the World Health Organization estimates roughly around 15 to 20% of the people who are using mobile phones every day now and then might be having serious issues and consequences the way you described in the world. And that's exactly important reason for us to discuss about how do we address this issue of mobile addiction, which also means exposure to gaming or any kind of interaction or hours and hours binging on the screen time. These are all components of this addiction.
Yeah, yes, sir, very much. Because, especially after the corona, the
Yeah.
obesity has increased by 30% and alcohol consumption has increased, the drug addiction has increased, and the screen time also has increased tremendously. So much so that the teachers are finding it difficult to teach the students. And in one of the prestigious colleges, when I went, that to management college, only principal was with me. I asked, where are the teachers? Where are the professors? Then she showed every row on either side, one teacher, one lecturer, or assistant professor is sitting to control, because these people are so much addicted. Without mobile, they cannot. Now you cannot ban. I mean, many centers there will be hue and cry if they ban the mobiles. The schools they can, but in the college it becomes difficult. So the teaching and learning has become a problem. See, this electromagnetic waves, what impact they have on the brain and the mind and the body? Please tell us, sir.
So mobile phone is a very interesting development in our human evolution, because for the first time we are getting exposed to a screen which stimulates our brain in extraordinary terms. Our brain is tuned for taking stimulus. And mobile phone is one such gadget which gives a stimulus on such a wide range of areas, whether you want to order food, whether you want to read something, whether you want to get entertainment. sexual gratification, whether you are using for financial resources, this is something which never happened in the history of human evolution.
Okay.
So, what is this brain which develops over a period of time? It takes the stimulus, and
Hmm.
if it is bombarded too much, it cannot focus.
Hmm.
So, when the young children are exposed to the mobile phone repeatedly, they
Hmm.
can't focus. There is no interaction with the mother. They
Hmm.
don't seem to have inclination to learn. They
Hmm.
seem to finding it difficult to focus and
Hmm.
concentrate. And
Hmm.
as they grow,
Hmm.
worst is that they seem to lose all the qualities for creativity, which is a
Yes.
great concern.
Yes, yes. And not only that, they have become cruel. See, for
Yes,
example, a girl who was addicted to the mobile, when the mother took away the mobile, a girl has killed her mother. It is
yes,
unheard of. I mean, it is impossible. So that
yeah,
means they have become so mindless and, it is
yes,
so inhuman. And more than that, these people, they pester for the very expensive mobiles, and unless it
yes.
is given, they start misbehaving with the parents also. So what are the physical problems and what are the mental problems, and how to treat them?
That's a very nice question. Now we know this, you described very well what this girl was capable of doing, the kind of harm she did to her mother. Now, that's exactly what happens when children and teenagers and youngsters are exposed hours and hours together for violent games, for those things which keep on stimulating him when they don't have real friends. There is
Hmm.
no empathy, love, affection. You can never do that through the mobile phones. That's one important aspect
Yes,
of
yes,
the
yes.
thing. Not only that, when these people spend hours and hours together, they don't move. That's
Hmm.
one of the reason why girls are having more PCOD, more obesity,
Correct.
more issues related to the infections and lack of immunity. Not only girls, boys also, as you rightly said, they seem to have less sexual drive. They seem to have more infertility problem. They seem to get addicted to smoking, taking alcohol, cannabis, these issues. And obviously more accidents. They cannot focus like you and me. They have problem in focusing when they are driving. So
Correct.
you have wide range of physical and mental issues associated with mobile
Hmm.
phone, which was never there in the history of human evolution.
Okay, you're rightly you said it, sir. In fact, the sudden death that is occurring in the youngsters, probably the mobile is also part of it, because
Yeah.
one is obesity, and then addiction to mobile,
Yes.
addiction to drinking, addiction to the drugs, and then
Yes.
sleeplessness and partying or looking at it throughout the night. Now it is known
Gambling.
that if, yeah, gambling, and if on online gambling, and that has become
Yes.
so addicting. And
Much.
not only that, the lack of sleep. If anyone
Yes.
sleeps less than
Yes.
3 hours, they can get the heart attack.
Yes.
And
True.
that is the
True.
reason the so many youngsters, especially in and around Mysore, Hassan, and all that, there was a hue and cry. Probably
Yes.
all this, it's a cocktail of
Yes.
addictions.
True.
And these
Yes.
addictions, how to overcome, how do you treat them, sir?
That's a very nice question. Now we know for sure that people have serious concern, and that's one of the reason World Health Organization has considered gaming disorder as a disorder of addiction, just like alcohol addiction, cannabis, nicotine, and other
Hmm.
things. So the world seems to take it as a serious aspect and the kind of consequences it has. So whenever we see people who come to us, we always look at the hours of exposure and
Hmm.
years of exposure. How
Hmm.
young they were when they were started to expose
Hmm.
themselves to the mobile phone, screen, TV, and whatever which is,
Hmm.
and how many years it has been since that they have into this problem. Then we look at the comorbid condition, what kind of issues they have developed. For example, obesity, as I said, PCOD. I have looked at metabolic syndromes, and what kind of psychiatric conditions they have. Do they have depression? Do they have anxiety disorder? Do they have sleep disorders? These are the issue, and also some of the issues where they get exposed to some
Hmm.
people who utilize for online sexual harassment. It has huge consequence when people send their photos and intimate things and all these
Hmm.
issues. So When we look at this collectively and then we involve all the people who are along with the partner or family member or parents and see whether they also have similar problem. It is not usually
Okay.
one person. Do they
Yeah.
have it? And
Yeah.
then we start addressing them. There are recommended medications, there are recommended protocols for addressing these kind of issues, and we help them to put a limit for some of the things, work and other
Hmm.
things on mobile phone, entertainment and other things, and help them to spend their time outside the mobile phone, how to help them interact, how to develop a positive relationships, and how to navigate some of the issues related to loneliness and stress.
Yeah, yes, sir. In fact, if they take part in sports and do the exercise
Yes,
or spend time with the friends or study, the feel good hormones will be released, that the endorphins
you
and
are right.
neuropeptides and the dopamine, and their
Yes,
activity will be much better. But when they are
true.
addicted to this, everything is shattered. But
Yes,
many times, parents blame the child, but I
yeah,
blame the parents. Because
true.
when the child is small itself, you
Yes,
remember, no, in the olden days, the mother used to tell stories and then feed
yes,
the baby and look at their
true,
Chandamama, then
true.
the thing. But today, the mobile is given to the child, mobile is with the mother's hand, and she is feeding. She doesn't even know where she is eating, putting
Yes,
the morsel, and then, the child doesn't know how much it is eating.
true, true,
And
true.
that is the reason the whole thing has become so the family whole fabric itself has changed. And
You're right.
when I look at these people, you go to any function, half of the people will be in the mobile. They are not listening to
Yes.
anything. They are not even the people sitting on the dais are with the mobile, as if it is so
True,
important they cannot live without the
true, true,
mobile.
true. Yes,
So I
yes,
remember Gandhiji's three monkeys:
true.
don't see bad things, don't hear bad things, don't speak bad things. But today we have the fourth monkey. Gandhi is not there, but fourth monkey has come. That monkey doesn't listen to anything, doesn't see anything, doesn't speak to anyone, all the time immersed in the
It's in the
mobile.
mobile. True.
Immersed in the mobile. I think this, what advice do you give to the parents?
No, you are very right. It is very important for the parents to not to use the mobile phone in home as much
Hmm,
as possible. See,
hmm,
children are meant to learn from the parents. They want
hmm,
to interact with their mothers. They want to play with the father. They have
hmm,
to play with the siblings. When mobile enters, that it really breaks down important interaction with the family. And you rightly said, family is the first learning place. And
yes.
unless the parents are able to drive it, you should have a very strict rules. At 8 o'clock, Wi-Fi is closed.
Hmm,
It is limited for these purposes only. This is our time. This is our dinner time. This is our lunch time. This is our go out time. This is no mobile phone day.
hmm,
These are very important. Bring back the landline.
hmm,
Allow the child to enter into the nature. Spend time with the nature. That's one of the most important aspect for the human stimulation and creativity and
hmm.
development. Without interaction with the nature, we can't get enough of our life. So this is important for the parents to play an active and important role.
Yeah. And unless, the child plays and the child learns,
Yes.
the personality development will not occur. And
True,
they
true.
remain, totally, like a gone cases, like
Yes,
mad
yes,
people. And I have
true.
seen people, even in the park, they are laughing to themselves. They are, I mean, though they are
Yes.
conversing, once upon a time,
Yeah.
anyone talking like that, we used to say, oh, hucha, they've gone mad.
Yeah, yeah,
But now
yeah.
almost everybody has become mad
True,
like that.
true,
So
true.
I think the parent should realize, giving the mobile in
Yes,
the child's hand, the eyesight will be spoiled, the child's eating habit will be spoiled, the child's obesity will increase. And today obesity is mother of five deadly diseases:
yes,
diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart attack, and Alzheimer's disease. And
true.
all this, their memory loss, their learning, everything will be destroyed. So if the parents are really interested in the welfare and the growth of the child, they should not give. Sir, thank you
Yes,
very much for advising us, and I hope our viewers will take a note from your advice, and also bring the children for the de-addiction to you, and so that the whole family will come back to the track and lead a
Yes.
healthy life. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, madam.